Hello, I'm back on First Snow. It's been a couple of months, about time. Uh, Last time I don't remember what happened, so we're just gonna get straight into it. Worried about looking like a dork as a loiter about. As I loiter, as I loiter, jeez, as I loiter about, I start walking slowly through the library. Thankfully, nobody pays me much attention while I glance from side to side for an empty table or desk. It's only in a far corner of that room that I catch a familiar face, albeit not necessarily a welcome one. I'm gonna guess Eileen. Yep. Eileen sits hunched over a textbook. A thick textbook. Occasionally scribbling into a small notebook beside it as her finger stops every so often on one important part or another. It's hard to tell if she's annoyed or just studying hard.
Afternoon.
My existence has been noted. I don't think that could sound any more perfunctory. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means. But at least she isn't shooing me away.
Mm.
You any good at this stuff?
Hmm?
Math? Well, I ended up skipping the gen ed class thanks to my placement exam results. Someone spent their time studying like a good little teacher's pet. I'm the odd one out here. Of course, I'd put my foot in my mouth just as. What? Of course, I'd put my foot in my mouth just as I was starting to break the ice with her. I mean, if you want, I could have a look at your work. She's hardly enthusiastic, but shrugs and moves herself a little out of my way. At least this is easy to read, given her immaculate handwriting. The more I check over her notes, the more corners of my mouth drag down. I realize I should say something to express how she's done so far, but the window of time to say something even mildly positive to soften the blow has long since passed. Bro, how long's it been? So it's like that, huh? Oh, dang. Was it really that bad? You got some of it, right? That didn't help. I'm sick, by the way. That's why I keep coughing. Mind if I scribble on this a bit?
Sure.
At least one of us has a head for this stuff. Does it make more sense to you now? She takes a thorough look at my scribbles on her notebook, eyebrows furrowed as she tries to pick up the reasoning. I can't help but glance between my notes and Eileen as she looks over them. If she didn't project an aura of wanting to be left alone all the time, just her looks and her style would probably attract people. I think so. Dang, you didn't even gotta grunt like that. This is about as confident as I ever get with math, so don't worry. I'll have to repay you sometime. Taking that as confirmation that my job is done, I return to my seat as Eileen leans back in her chair. Nothing really. You should ask your professor, though, if you're not confident doing polynomials. Needing to ask him doesn't mean that I want to. Hearing my phone vibrate on the table, I quickly pick it up to see who's messaged me. I quickly force myself to keep a poker face as the name comes into view. It's Capricia, isn't it? She must have gotten up on art out of lonely. Jeez. Bro. English.
Hey.
I might go grab lunch. Want to come? Sorry, I already ate. Thanks for the offer, though. As I pull it over my shoulder, though, Eileen looks up. By the way, I don't blame you for any of the stuff Capricia is pushing. You seem alright. So, I'm alright. Perhaps I should accept that as praise coming from her. Scanning about, I noticed Capricia sipping her juice. An empty tray before her. She sure eats fast. Glad for the company either way. I walk over and take a seat at her table. What is this music, bro? Anyway. Hey, Allie. Long time no see. I was thinking, you meant for me to meet Eileen last week, didn't you? She's fun, isn't she? Something like that. That painting of the girl in the water was really pretty. Yeah. She's really good, huh? No wonder the other art club tried to grab her. About that. Well, more about Eileen. I'm not sure it's a good idea to be forcing people into this club. Exactly. You sound like you're not really into it yourself. Well, yeah, no wonder you forced me into this. I want to do this for her sake as well, you know. Eileen looks kind of lonely all by herself in that room. Huh, I hadn't considered that. Capriccia was coming at it from that angle. Makes me think a little better of her. Maybe spending more time together wouldn't be so bad after all. Is that the end? That's the end. I'm ending that there. It's been a while since I last played this. I can barely remember the previous times, so I liked this chapter. It was definitely more on the Eileen side, focused on her a lot, which I liked. I liked Eileen as a character as well, so she's really funny. Well, I'm tired. See you in the next one.